Hey baseball fans, how's it going? Hayden here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over some general Mets talk. So, let's get right into it. So, as the offseason is finishing unfolding with many new acquisitions and departures from the Mets, there is still one big question mark in the back of my head. What is that question, you ask? Well, it's what do we do with third base? It remains a big bold question mark as J.D. Davis and Luis Guillorme are likely to compete for that position during spring training. So, I'm going to be giving my thoughts. So jumping right into Luis Guillorme's history, he was drafted as a high defensive shortstop. However, his defense is still there. It's just where he plays, whether it's second base, shortstop, or third. But, of course, this upcoming season, he will not be playing second base because McNeil will be there. And shortstop is out of the picture, of course, because Lindor will be there. However, it really wasn't until the 2020 60-game season where Luis Guillorme started his playing time and started to get his name thrown out there more regularly, where he had a batting average of .333, an OPS of .865, a slugging of .439, 0 home runs, 9 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and 19 hits. Guillorme also had a WRC plus of 144 in 68 plate appearances. My only question for Guillorme is, can he find himself around a WRC plus of 100 in a large set of bats in more games? So, getting into Luis Guillorme's defense, it's critical when you view the starters on the roster. Jeff McNeil at second and Lindor at shortstop. So, I think the big question is, who plays third to help these defensive all-stars? Through a small amount of games, Guillorme held his own defense around the field as he played in 102 at second and 30 at third defensively, inning-wise, of course, for the Mets in 2020, finishing with a DRS of 0. So now, the only question left is, can Luis Guillorme play a full season as a starter on the roster and not as a bench player? Well, let's look at this. It remains to be seen. With the numbers, he has a sweet spot percentage of 46.3% and an exit velocity of 89.9, which are both above average if you ask me. According to Baseball Savant, the problem was he just wasn't producing good contact, with just a one barrel on the season and a hard hit percentage of 31.7. So yeah, don't tell Pete Alonso that. He also has a spotted strikeout percentage of 25%. So I don't know. This is just stuff to keep in the mind of the back of your head. I guess the main question is whether Guillorme will and should get a chance to prove his value this season. It wouldn't be the worst idea for him to examine what the Mets could do giving Guillorme most plate appearances, especially with the now loaded offense of talent. Placing Guillorme at the bottom of the order and giving him the experience against Major League pitching potentially could work. Guillorme having 5 years left of control by the team, giving a chance to play could be beneficial. However, the Mets are in a postseason race. Therefore, any small move that can be fixed will be fixed. If Guillorme has a difficult time at the plate and can only offer a glove, well, the Mets are just going to throw him as a bench player. So I guess now the biggest question mark I stated will be, can Luis Guillorme does what he does in a short amount of games in a full season? So that's the big question. Personally, if you ask me, I think J.D. Davis and Luis Guillorme are likely to compete for third base in spring training. However, I think J.D. Davis is going to win that battle, and Guillorme will be placed as a platoon player on that bench. Alrighty, and that is the end of this video. Please feel free to let me know in the comments, Mets fans, what do you think of this video? Also, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Till next time, baseball fans, see ya.